Hello everyone and welcome to the Null Security X YouTube channel. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into CORS vulnerabilities. This video is partially pre-recorded, so while the footage is playing, I'll explain everything step by step, how the vulnerability works, how it's exploited in real-world scenarios, and what kind of security impact it can actually cause. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. It really helps support the work we're doing here and keeps this content coming. Alright, let's begin. What is CORS? First of all, let's talk about what CORS actually is. CORS stands for Cross-Origin Resource Sharing. It's a browser security mechanism that decides whether a web application is allowed to access resources from another origin. When we say origin, we mean protocol HTTP/HTTPS, domain, port. If any of these are different, the browser treats the request as cross-origin. You'll usually see CORS in action during HTTP requests, especially when a frontend communicates with an API. Why browsers block cross-origin requests? By default, browsers do not allow one website to read data from another website. This is a security feature called the same origin policy. For example, a malicious website should not be able to read your bank account data. It should not be able to access your session cookies or read private API responses. This protection is enforced by the browser, not the server. Why CORS exists? However, modern applications are not monolithic anymore. We have frontend on one domain, backend on an APIs hosted separately, microservices. So developers need a way to allow controlled cross-origin access. That's where CORS headers come in. And this is exactly where things start to go wrong. CORS misconfiguration. When CORS is configured incorrectly, we get what's called a backend index pointing right CORS misconfiguration vulnerability. This happens when origins are trusted too loosely, wildcards are used incorrectly, credentials are allowed without restrictions, origin validation is poorly implemented. And the result? What happens when CORS is misconfigured? When CORS is misconfigured, sensitive data can be leaked, user information can be accessed, authenticated requests can be abused, session-based actions can be triggered. In some cases, full account takeover is possible. So this is not a minor issue. In many real-world cases, CORS vulnerabilities lead directly to data breaches. Tool overview. On the screen right now, you can see a CORS testing tool. This tool checks things like whether CORS is enabled, which origins are allowed, whether credentials are accepted, whether wildcards are used, how the server reacts to manipulated origins. There are more than 50 different test cases in this tool, and all of them are explained in detail inside the README file. Important note about tools. Before going further, one very important thing. Warning: never rely only on automated tools. Tools help you detect possible issues, but they do not confirm real impact. Manual testing is always required. This rule applies to CORS, XSS, SQL injection, every vulnerability class, CORS and bug bounty programs. If you check platforms like HackerOne, you'll notice something interesting. There are many real-world CORS reports. Most of them include step-by-step exploitation. Impact is always the key factor. Bug bounty programs don't care about there is a CORS issue. They care about what can you do with it. Real example: Zomato case. Let's look at a real example. In a Zomato bug bounty report, a researcher earned $550 for a CORS misconfiguration. The issue was related to improper origin validation, sensitive data exposure. The server trusted a malicious origin without proper validation. What happened technically? The attacker sent a request with this header: origin developer Zomato.com. And the server responded with access control allow origin developer Zomato.com. Access control allow credentials. This tells us two very dangerous things. The server reflects the origin. Credentials are allowed, which means cookies are sent. Auth headers are included. API responses can be read. This is a classic CORS misconfiguration. Why this is dangerous? If an attacker controls the origin, they can host a malicious website, trick a victim into visiting it, send authenticated requests, read the API responses, steal sensitive data. This can lead to account takeover, private data leakage, unauthorized actions, session hijacking. Important detail about CORS. Not every CORS issue is critical. Some are low risk. But when all three conditions exist, it becomes dangerous. Heavy checkmark credentials allowed heavy checkmark origin reflected or weakly validated heavy checkmark sensitive endpoint exposed. That's when severity becomes high or critical. Origin-based bypass. A very common developer mistake looks like this. If origin includes Zomato.com, this allows heavy checkmark Zomato.com, heavy checkmark dev Zomato.com, crossmark Zomato, attacker.com, but still passes. Attackers abuse this by registering domains like developer.zomato.com and completely bypass the validation. CORS plus XSS equals critical impact. CORS becomes extremely dangerous when combined with XSS. If an attacker injects JavaScript, executes it in the victim's browser, and CORS allows reading responses, then sensitive data can be stolen instantly. This turns a medium-risk issue into a critical vulnerability. Tools used for testing. In this demo we use CORS, custom scripts, manual request analysis, browser developer tools. But again, brain manual verification is mandatory. Never trust tools blindly. Why some programs reject CORS reports. Some bug bounty programs label CORS issues as informational, out of scope, third-party related. This usually happens when the vulnerable domain isn't owned by the company. The impact is too low. No sensitive data is exposed. However, if you can read user data, perform authenticated actions, prove real impact, then your report is valid. Live testing section. Later in the video we test origin behavior, response headers, credential handling, exploitability. This is the most important part. Because a vulnerability without impact is not a vulnerability. Final thoughts. Let's summarize. White heavy checkmark CORS is a browser security mechanism. White heavy checkmark misconfigurations are very common. White heavy checkmark some lead to serious data leaks. White heavy checkmark automated tools are not enough. White heavy checkmark manual testing is essential. White heavy checkmark real-world impact matters. Closing. I'll leave all the tool links in the video description so you can test everything yourself. In the next video we'll perform live CORS exploitation, analyze real-world targets, write a proper bug bounty report. If you enjoyed this video, heavy checkmark subscribe, heavy checkmark like, heavy checkmark comment. Thank you for watching. Good hacking and stay ethical.